I promise you. I put money on you.
I don't eat.
And you put it on the toast. You're thinking too hard. I'm telling you right now.
Because I just know what it's about.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Just enjoy it.
It's a portobello.
Yeah, fried Oreo.
Oh shit, he did it! This man is crazy.
He lying, because that shit good.
Don't cry. It's good.
That was Chef.
They had the sauce on it and everything.
Yeah, I say it's dope.
No, he goes.
Yo, so is that your first time eating a mushroom?
Yeah.
Really? That's your first
Cherry
time?
popped. Just saying.
Bomb.
Just no.
That is freaking fantastic, man.
Yeah, that shit was delicious.
Deep word. Oh man, yo, look. Mushrooms are good.
I ain't never eaten another one again. Like that's it.
Nah, that was it for you?
One and done.
That shit was
Damn,
bro.
man.
I wouldn't even fuck with much, man.
At least you know.
Nah, it wasn't
I
awful.
ain't even high.
It wasn't awful, but after I got past the batter and it was mushroom, nah, I can't fuck with it.
At least you try, right?
I will not do that for cheese.
Man, well, I guess we gonna have to start off with, yeah, we lost another one.
Alright.
One of the greats,
That's
Big
sure.
Gregory,
Forever.
It's really not bad,
Well,
you know.
84, I guess.
84 years old.
He did.
He did a lot.
It was for the culture.
I was shocked.
Did a lot for the culture,
I
you know
didn't
what I mean?
expect that shit.
No.
Nah, not at all.
Did a
Because he
lot.
seemed so healthy. Like, if you've seen recent interviews from him, like,
His-
it didn't have any demeanor of somebody who wasn't doing well, so.
He made his diet very, like, the diet he made for himself was, something that was phenomenal and unheard of at the time. Like giving up meat and everything, taking a straight vow of celibacy after 10 kids, and all the things he sacrificed
I didn't even
for
know
the
what
culture.
else
You know what I'm saying? He wrote a book called Nigga. You know what I'm saying?
He had a wife and
he had a wife, but
they didn't have sex.
he was celibate. You know what I'm saying? And technically, he was actually the first black president. By fluke of a chance, he actually did win the presidency. I forget what year it was, but he actually did win and was president for about 9 hours before they fixed everything.
Damn.
Fixed everything.
Wow. That's new to me. I know he was one of the first comedian to go to a white audience.
Mhm.
That was pretty strong.
I mean,
First black comedians.
Yeah.
First black comedians to go to a white audience.
Jack Parr show. And at the time, that was kind of unheard of and not wholly accepted.
Of course.
Because
But you know how we do.
Yeah.
We break barriers.
Yeah.
We break barriers.
that's right. We don't care if you were a douche nozzle then, you're a douche nozzle now. So
You know what I think is interesting though? When you see the comedians cross over to getting involved in politics. Because you see how D.L. Hughley, he's real big into politics. And Richard Pryor, not that he got into politics, not in that realm, but being vocal about it, you know what I mean?
Wasn't Ricky Smiley crazy?
Yeah, another one, And I think we were talking about, it's easy for comedians because they have no...
They're brutally honest.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
And it's funny because they're brutally
and
honest.
sometimes self-deprecatingly so,
But it's a lot of truth behind the jokes.
Yeah.
That's what they say, it's truth in every joke.
I mean,
Honestly, I don't want to get too far off it because Dick Curley was a great comedian and an activist. But that's the thing I like about some of the comedians now, like Kevin Hart. He doesn't talk about that wrong, but we need that voice for the culture, like a Dick Gregory. You know what I
Especially
mean?
in this time where people getting gunned down in the street. You gotta say something at least, because if you don't say nothing, are you ready for us?
For him to stand up during his time, that was pretty big too. Things have calmed down now, but back then I know he had to go through some real struggles to speak what he was speaking, and I commend him for that. R.I.P. to the man.
I'm gonna read this little blurb about him real quick, just so we can tie it into the health theme that we've been kind of going through. In 1981, Gregory, who formerly weighed 350 pounds, smoked 4 packs of cigarettes and drank a fifth of scotch a day, put his dietary knowledge to the test. In the planning stages for more than 6 years, he conducted the longest medically supervised scientific fast in the history of the planet. So, he survived on nothing but prayer and water for 70 days.
I know that was good.
Yeah.
That is.
Nigga blew me out the water.
You know what I'm saying? But think about that. 350 pounds, 4 packs a day, and a fifth of scotch. that's a hard life right
Yeah,
there.
that sounds like a trip to the
I
hospital.
understand why he got it, but
Fifth of scotch is 4 packs of 6.
he will be missed because we definitely need that voice at this time.
Yeah.
What should happen is, in his honor, his legacy should keep on going. Like somebody needs to pick up the torch, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Because people gotta realize what's going on. And as a comedian, people wouldn't think that he would be like for the community as much as he was. So like other people need to realize like anybody could do it. All it takes is the mindset. You got to stand for it like he did and just go for it.
Dave Chappelle be on that tip though.
Yeah, but Dave Chappelle was missing from the culture for how long?
But because of how they were acting too, like he realized
they wanted
things
to
were
put on
fishy.
that
Yeah,
dress
he was
scene,
not trying to sell
that
himself for the
dress scene.
TV. So I respect that. He was not trying to change his image for TV at all. So that's why he was missing. But I get what you're saying. He should have just did what he was doing. Yeah, he should have did what he
There's
was
certain
doing.
people that hold it down for the culture. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, I would say a Kevin Hart so that they could use the platform because that's
Yeah, that's
you
one of
got
the biggest
platform
comedians
for.
right now.
You know how hard it is for a black person to get that type of platform on that skill. You're gonna have to sacrifice certain things, but when you got it, man, you owe it to the culture to use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The self-deprecation thing that Kevin Hart does is funny. Don't get me wrong. I done seen all his DVDs. You know what I mean? But at the same time, somebody gotta
He
take
should be
responsibility.
socially conscious
But I
as
mean,
well.
it's not just the comedians. I mean, we gotta hold. Look, man, we have to hold everybody, ourselves included, accountable for what we put out, portray, and acknowledge and show. You know what I'm saying? We have to give our voices to the portrait of the world that's being presented. You know what I'm saying? And I think a good idea would always be to start our own media. You know what I'm saying? And everybody will say to me automatically, "Hey, BET," but hey, when's the last time BET been for the culture? You know what I'm saying?
In spurts, they have like 2 to 3 years.
Spurts. Okay. I have not watched BET since they took Rhapsody off the air.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't take the gentrification of the
I
channel.
just can't watch TV. Like anything with commercials and stuff like that, I'm just so far away from it. It's crazy. But outside of comedians, the rapper David Banner, he goes crazy for the culture.
Oh yes.
He goes. Shout out to David.
Big hand clap for
Shout out
that
to him.
guy.
For real.
David Banner.
He holds it down.
David Banner is one of, and not for nothing, David Banner is a scary dude when he's on his shit. So I appreciate that about him.
He brings that aggressive argument.
Yeah, that's what it needs to be.
I appreciate that.
People want political people to come and talk, but it's just like it's not only their position to talk. Anybody can talk. Everybody has a voice, so why not use it? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're up like that and you got a big platform, like you were saying. Take advantage of that. Put your people on. Put everybody on.
That's what BET was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like you said, the gentrification of BET. We got the gentrification of Harlem. We got the gentrification of Brooklyn. Like they taking over what we had.
Let's talk about this word gentrification. Like they have a word for taking over your shit. Like most bar blocks. You know, this gentrification is done. Now, where's the voice in that? Who's speaking about gentrification? And morally and ethically, have we given the okay for gentrification?
Absolutely
The
not.
only people talking about gentrification are the people who are being gentrified.
And how big is their voice?
Well,
I mean, podiums are they standing on?
Well,
You want to know what's
Ain't got
crazy? I don't even know which Kardashian it was, but it was a Kardashian, and I seen on the internet braids, cornrows back in style. I was like, oh god.
Yeah.
Remember when they was talking about chopped cheese sandwiches? Or we just found out about chopped cheese sandwiches.
Like how dare y'all? How dare y'all?
I ain't gonna lie, the only reason I knew about that is because I watched the news. I don't fuck with it.
What, the chopped cheese?
No, that Kardashian cornrow shit.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that,
nonsense.
I ain't gonna lie, because at the time, not for nothing, I had some fucking cornrows in my head. So I'm like, where the fuck you been?
Yeah. How was this new?
But
Cornrows
I had
in
cornrows. Yeah, exactly. I grew up with cornrows. My mom didn't cut my hair till I probably was like, what, 8 maybe? 9? Like, what do you mean back in style? And then even when I cut my hair, everyone else had cornrows.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like how?
Look at AI.
Exactly.
So there's cultural appropriation.
But I
There's
mean,
gentrification.
Mm-hmm.
So are they hijacking
The culture, yeah.
Been that way.
It's like, yo, bro, put it in a nutshell, they don't want us to have anything. We can't have a stamp on nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because everything, I seen another thing on the internet. The internet is so crazy. Like, oh God, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. I seen a white married couple. It was their wedding, and they was wearing dashikis and stuff like that. Like, explain to me why you wearing that.
Cultural appropriation.
Like,
Like
what
what
is?
is finest?
All right, now
They hate us because they hate us.
and now unfortunately I have to play devil's advocate.
You could.
I have to.
Let's do
I have to. Somebody has to ask. Somebody has to ask. Somebody has to ask this. Somebody has to ask this question. Are they cultural appropriators, or are they genuinely people who enjoy our culture?
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Now,
I feel like
If you don't give credit to where you came from,
too,
though.
but
you know what I'm saying?
Certain
Like, I
things-
mean, and hey, I'm just asking the question. Now, I don't agree with it. Look, I think it's retarded
whatever
to do that.
Whatever it is, it's just certain things are just not for certain people. You know what I'm saying? Because we could go to a restaurant, all of us, right, filled with predominantly Caucasian people, and but off rip, we're gonna get looked crazy at. But you can have a whole wedding about our culture, and I can't look at you crazy for it.
Hey, and that is a fair answer.
Exactly. So it's just like you could appreciate it, but don't mimic it. That's ours.
Right, because it looks like satire. when you
Exactly.
do it. All right, I
Like,
get
if you truly appreciate it, you would understand that it's sacred. You don't
Right.
touch it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, that's theirs. I can enjoy it from this distance. But to try to immerse yourself into it when it's rooted for us, like that's all we got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Being
that's
here in
what
this
we hold
country.
on to.
In the picture, were there any black folk at the wedding at all?
Maybe two.
Oh, damn.
Like,
I was also-
you don't see black people sitting here river dancing and shit and,
Yeah, like-
and having fun
Way
with
too much
the other countries.
Way too much.
Like,
I mean,
you don't see that. Like,
do you remember the Gap commercials with LL Cool J, Missy Elliott, and all that? I mean, it started well before that, but I think that was like the forefront of taking hip hop, which quite frankly you can't sell much of anything without it now. Like look at the Sprite shit. Drake is the fucking hip hop ambassador for fucking Sprite. Who the fuck made you anything, asshat? But I don't like
That
Drake.
sounded personal.
I don't like
He said
Drake.
he brought it up. He said he like Drake.
But my thing is, who made you the harbinger of our culture? Like 'cause-
Popularity. People,
but
the
that's
majority of the people like Drake, so they're gonna put him at the forefront to make their
but who
thing set.
are you to tell anybody what lyrics is hot? You don't write your own shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? If Nas was the dude to do Sprite, okay, but y'all got Drake, and then you got Vince Staples, who I'm not aware of, but apparently he's rather dope.
And
so
they had Lil Yachty, too.
I really chose to
Yachty.
glance over that.
I mean,
Alright, his
because
music,
the boy makes me sick.
but he's a smart
He-
dude. Like,
yeah,
you watch
he actually-
outside of
he
his
actually
watch
is
interviews,
very
outside of his
intelligent,
smart dude.
and I
He's a smart kid.
appreciate
He's a
that.
smart kid.
But boy, oh boy, I
He's just
don't
trying to have
wanna
fun
hear
with
this
life. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah. Music put him on. And I understand that we might all not like I don't personally like his music, but talking to him, just like how I get judged for walking into a room,
Right.
we're judging him off his music. But
Right.
conversation wise, he might just be
Right.
where we are.
Right, which I certainly appreciate, but to me, this style of music is the gentrification of hip hop.
Okay.
It's been watered down for the masses. You know what I'm saying? And distributed to everybody. You know what I'm saying?
It's not
And
real pop.
It's got. Hey, look, I like pop music. I won't say
But
that.
at
But
the
I
end
will.
of the day, hip hop is hip hop,
Right.
and pop is
Yeah,
pop.
you
Right.
Make
So you can't.
You want
and
to
when
be
you
singing
do mix
rappers?
it, it's watered down.
And I also can't
watered
fault
down.
somebody for being influenced by something they hear. I know a lot of people who deride white rappers. You know what I'm saying? They can't stand that shit because it's like, yo, you're certainly stealing from us. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to do it and you do it very well, then quite frankly, you should be lauded for doing it and approaching it with integrity and trying to do it in a way that so that you can be revered as a great MC. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you just go vanilla ice it, so be it. But that's not what I
So
want.
just know where it come from.
You know what
I'm just
saying?
tired of people acting like the stuff that we've been doing for years upon years is new.
Yeah.
That's not new.
Not
And the
even-
fact that they're making it new for like other people is just like, that's almost a spit in the face to me. They're just like, I grew up doing this type of stuff.
Right.
How y'all gonna brand this as coming back in style? So we was out of style basically, because this is all I know.
And then it started with the style, and now it's going into our neighborhoods. And that's the most crazy part about it, because they just opened a Whole Foods in Harlem. I think you were talking about it last week. And now the people who live in Harlem, they're like, they built this Whole Foods here, but we can't even afford the shit that's in it. So now, not only are they getting pushed out of their cribs because they're raising rent,
Right.
they can't even afford the good food that they do put in this shit. So it's like, they making it better for other people to live into the places that these people have lived for years and years and years. And it's to me, it's disgusting.
It's stealing. It's just straight stealing. There's no other way to put
It's
it.
neo-colonialism all over again. Like,
Just can't.
we back to where we was with.
Well, because obviously Charlottesville has shown us that in this country it is well okay for you to be a fucking Nazi
Alright,
and
so
not black.
alright, cool. So put it like this: why did it take for the white woman being killed by getting run over by the car for everybody to notice racism?
All right, hold up. Really? Are we gonna ask that question if that's not already an obvious fling?
It's obvious, but then it's not obvious. People gonna go around it.
Because gentrification is of the mind.
Because if it probably was a black person or whatever, they probably wouldn't. It was just like, yeah, she
Right.
But
died.
if you notice, they ain't talking about old boy who got beat. Like, he doesn't get that much as much news coverage as that white lady done. Like, the major event of that whole rally was that him driving that car killing people. That dude got beat with a fucking metal. He got beat with metal poles. They split his whole skull.
He had to get 8 stitches. They broke his wrist, and he ran off. Like, the way that he was running away, he was like, he wasn't even there, bro. They beat him so bad that when he was running away, he was still stumbling over and stuff like that. But nobody.
Same rally?
The same
rally.
They
Same
beat him in
like
they
a
beat him in the
parking
garage
garage or
They
something.
beat him in the garage.
Yeah.
So just one guy?
That's it. I don't even know if he getting a settlement or whatever.
Oh, how
yeah.
y'all feel about what Trump said about it? Because Trump was on the news talking about,
that-
well, there was
to be
oppression on
totally
both sides. There's wrong people on both sides of
If
it.
you can show me a good Nazi, I'll give him $100,000 right now.
Right now.
Right now.
And I ain't gonna lie, I tweeted because I'm heavy on Twitter and I follow a lot of activism shit and I also follow some of the enemy too.
Okay.
Report.
Well, because you always gotta know what's going on.
Right, you gotta know what they're thinking. So
yeah.
so I tweeted at Tommy Loren. You know what I'm saying? I tweeted at this heifer hussy. You know what I'm saying? I asked her because I really want an answer from this heifer. I love yo, look, man. You know what's funny? I actually like Tommy Loren. She's a Leo. She's kind of cute. She's kind of fucking stupid. She's just the right type.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what you like. Sip this tea here. Let my man finish his statement.
You know what I'm saying?
She was with a black dude?
Yeah. But no, I straight up asked. I was like, which is worse to you, Black Lives Matter or Nazis? I'll wait, but I really want an answer. And I really tweeted this at her, so I really want an answer, Tommy. You're gonna get back at me.
If she can even make a comparison, that shows.
I think, you know what? I want to give her, because I can't fully believe that she's not intelligent. I don't think she's stupid. You know what I'm
She
saying?
came out and said that she only did that for the platform.
Right, and quite frankly, as a conservative, that's what she has to be. But again, this is the gentrification of this country, because she is a in-your-face billboard of a pretty young lady who's giving you this opinion. So all the pretty young ladies who look like her are going to think like her. You know what I'm saying? It's psychosomatic. You know what I'm saying? You give one and look, monkey see, monkey do type shit. You know what I'm saying? You see this, now they will emulate this. Because remember, for a bunch of years, everybody was wanting to be Paris Hilton.
Now, do you think there's a way we can stop this gentrification?
Yeah, we have to
Take
fight
control.
activism.
But like when they're doing it in an economic way, it's like it gets hard because not to say we aren't economically established, but most people in the black community aren't economically established. And with them pushing us out of the hood, maybe we should just give the hoods to them and just move to other areas and just say.
I don't know about that because there's a lot of redlining that still exists. You know what I mean?
But I mean, if we move to areas like the Poconos and we come out here and we turn this into our new home, and then let them have the hood. And we just come out here and do what we need to do.
I'm not really all for giving up too many things to them. They
take so much.
Yeah, they take a lot. You know what I mean?
But I mean, they're gonna take. If we gonna wait, they're gonna take it no matter
If
what.
we make this a business decision and we come up with something that's economically feasible for someone like an investor like a Master P who has a history of buying up neighborhoods and refurbishing, apartments and stuff like that. If we came together, all we really got to do is for a certain square block to put up, somebody come together with a financial plan that seems feasible for someone to invest in. Because if we come off as like, yo, we just want money, you know what I'm saying, because they gentrifying, the neighborhood, it's going to come off as on the handout. But if we do something that presents an economic benefit to somebody, then we can start reversing the effects. Because the only reason why they gentrify in the first place is because it's making them money.
But to me, like people like Jay-Z, why haven't they already done that? Like to me, why hasn't he gone back to his own hood?
It's not in his best interest to do that.
To buy his own hood
Are we
back?
asking too much of him?
Like if you had the money right now and you could buy your first house that you ever lived in, would you not just grab that because you don't want nobody else to have that?
J. Cole did that. He rented out his apartment.
But people who are billionaires like Jay-Z and Beyonce, why ain't they like? How can we sit there and we gotta map it all out for them who are economically able people? Why we gotta map it out for them if they supposedly are for us?
Now listen, I'm not the one to try to bail nobody out. I'm not trying to let them slide touch base at all. But it's us saying that from here versus them being in a position, I can't speak for them why they don't do it. All I can speak for is what we can do, in the future. But not to bail Jay-Z out because they could do it, but they're not real enough. If they go to do that, they're gonna have to go against corporations that that have the invested interest in that property already. They're gonna have to go against them, not an entity. You know what I'm saying? That person is gonna have to go against a line of a straw of organizations. So for them, it's like, okay, I could do that, but that's gonna take legal matter. That's gonna take lawyers. That's gonna take. Is it worth the hassle for you? So I don't think that, going and asking them why they're not going to do anything, I'm not even expecting anything of them. But when we do build the platform that we build as the community, they're going to have to respect it. And that's why what I'm saying was like, if we come to them with an economic plan that benefits both parties, they're going to have to respect that because we brought that to the table. Now that leadership, that has to come from ground level. I can't look at Jay-Z and ask him what's he going to do for his hood. I don't know Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? And Jay-Z don't know me.
He might even like it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like that.
All right, that's cool. He did one thing he brought like fresh water to third world country. I forgot the name of the third world country. But he like set up a fresh water supply. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for him, he's sleeping all right. He good. He got money. He doing charitable things.
But
He with Beyonce.
he was still dying down the block where he was raised.
And you know what? A lot of people have that mentality. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not excusing it. I'm not excusing it.
You're saying what it is.
But it is.
So now how can we support these people if they not even, they don't do
But here's the thing.
I mean, we buy their album, we bump their shit.
So let's talk about that.
And
We gotta stop
Let's
it.
talk about
We
because
gotta-
nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm not supporting too many artists. I'm not going out and buying necessarily these CDs. I supported J. Cole. You know what I mean? I did support 444. But most of the times, that's exactly what we got to do. But we got to do it on a large scale. Boycott that. But
and then
stop buying everything.
The truth is,
But
and I can see it from Jay-Z's perspective, and I guess I have the same perspective because how many times or how much can I bail out those who don't want to help themselves? You know what I'm saying?
Because
You have to
say how many times.
Well, I mean, that's fair, but you still have to be able to stand on your own too as well, because once I take, you know what I'm saying, once I leave,
to me,
you
that's
still have
what's
to
wrong.
continue.
Because you can't just say, nah, you gotta do it because I did it myself. Nah, that's not where, that's why we are where we are, because everybody's saying, alright, I'm gonna get my money and get out the hood. No, you should get your money, keep it in the hood.
What I'm saying is, he should, if anything, he should show others, open a school, open something, do something that will help others
And that's
see
what I'm saying.
where you came from. Because not for nothing, I say 50 Cent. He put a lot of the green streets in his neighborhood. He did help to refurbish 40 projects and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I can respect that, but at the same time, and he was working with Bette Midler, like, you know what I'm saying. But so my thing is, we have to do that too.
Sorry.
Oh, you're all right.
If we could take it a step further, right? Because we keep talking about these celebrities.
Right.
We're going to go so far, but we're going to take it. If LeBron could invest $41 million into sending however many students through college. Could he have not put $41 million into making his own school? Now, and maybe we don't know exactly how the life of a celebrity and public figure is, but we know that there's PR, there's your publicist, there's your agent, there's your manager. Are they telling them not to make these decisions?
Yeah, I feel like they tell them what to do.
Right.
What would benefit them more instead of benefiting us more.
Right.
They got to keep it within the business instead of like feeding everybody, which is fucked up. But I feel like, yeah, they tell them like, nah, do this because this make your pockets fatter. Do this because your mom can get this. You know what I'm saying? They keep it within the bloodline instead of keeping it within the culture.
Right. And don't forget that $41 million is tax deductible. So I know the figures look crazy. And I'm not trying to take anything away from them. I'm sure.
No,
that's a very charitable act.
But we support them a lot, and it's like, how much longer are we gonna support them and it not be reciprocated to the point where we're like, alright, y'all don't want to help us, why are we helping you?
It's gotta be reciprocated.
People just so stuck and lost, like.
But I agree with him.
Yeah, but then you have these celebrities like throwing these brands at you. They're throwing like the red bottles. Everybody got these red bottles. Everybody gonna get the bag. Everybody gonna
Jordan
get
is
the
the worst
Louis.
of them all.
Jordan was the
Jordan's
first
horrible.
probably the pioneer.
Yeah, Jordan's horrible. He's horrible. He's horrible.
How many people got Jordans that just like?
How many people died for Jordan?
I remember it was big ass news when Michael Jordan said, I forget how many years ago, that he was gonna stop doing endorsements for other companies. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't gonna be in the commercials and shit like that. I still see him in the Hanes commercial. I still see him in the Nike commercial and all
But
that.
you know, that type of stuff is hard because me personally, I stopped buying like, because I used to buy Jordan. Then one year I heard, I think it was 2011, maybe 2012, something like that. One of those years.
Kid in Brooklyn.
Nah, he made more off of selling his sneakers than he made in his whole NBA career. So I was just like, alright, gotta chill.
Right.
But then Jordan's is almost like kind of a part of the culture though. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
I've never been a parent in my life.
yeah, but like that's you personally. But we're talking about culture wise.
Yeah, it is.
That Jordan
It
is ours.
Like
you know?
old
I don't
chains.
think Jordan's either.
Yeah, but I do like my shell toe Adidas. I don't like that front. That's my
All
favorite pair.
Adidas, honestly, it's all Adidas. That's all I'm rocking. Adidas and Chucks.
Yeah.
I do got some Jams on right now. But
There's nothing wrong with that.
It was comfortable, man.
I had to devil's advocate on that one because I can't help. Certain Jordans remind me of my childhood. You know what I'm saying? So that's my way. That's why I might buy them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But overall, before I was just like, oh yeah, I'm getting these. Oh, 2 weeks those are coming out. I'm getting those. 2 weeks those coming out. Nah, now I'm getting the ones that's like, no, these meant something to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's kind of like,
So
like,
and to me, I look at the Jordans. I look at
but
that
I'm not saying
brand.
I'm right.
No,
I should stop.
I think you
should
listen,
stop.
If you enjoy something and you have a passion for something, you have an obligation to share it and do what you know what I'm saying? That's on you.
Yeah.
You should. You know what I'm saying? Because it reminds you of something in your childhood. Dude, I watch cartoons still because they remind me of my childhood. You know what I'm saying? But the branding and all that and throwing it in our face, you know what I'm saying? That's gentrification.
We could talk about
You know what I'm
this.
saying? Because it basically gentrification is taking something that's classic and historic and altering it for the betterment of some people, but not everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a mind thing as well as it's a citywide thing. For example, I'm from Queens.
Right.
Alright? Jamaica Ave, there used to be when I was growing up, it was always the Coliseum.
Oh yeah.
Alright?
Okay,
You know, right? You know what I'm saying? You know the Coliseum.
Yeah,
Take your
my-
picture, you're fresh in front of the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Did you know that before it was the Coliseum Mall, it used to be a Macy's? There used to be a Macy's in Jamaica, Queens. Yes,
I know
indeed.
that.
You know what I mean? Right there about Alexander's and Sears and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Alright? For you youngins, Alexander's is a discount store. Then it became the Coliseum Mall. From what I understand, they're about to turn it back into a Macy's. You know what I'm saying? And what signaled the knowledge of this to me was when they put a Starbucks on that. Once you get Starbucks,
Yeah.
Here come the white
here
people.
they come.
To kind of not drift off, but to go against what you were saying. Once we get power for something, like once we try to take ownership of something, we always get backlash. Like me and my brother the other day, we was talking about the Black Panther movie. You know what I'm saying? It's the most of the cast is gonna be a black cast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they caught a lot of bashing for that. Like, why is it all a black cast? Like,
Because in the movie about a country in Africa.
I understand that, but
That should be a black cast.
still, it caught backlash because predominantly of the cast was gonna be black.
Yeah.
So why?
And
Why? But if it was an all-white cast, it's never nothing.
Well,
But
God's
now-
of
But I
Egypt.
mean, we live in America. That's
Yeah.
why.
Right.
In point blank period. Our
It's just
society.
like, we're not to be presented in that legal
Mhm.
Right.
setting.
We're not supposed-
You know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all have all seen Coming to America, right?
Love them.
All right.
Classic.
All right. The King of Zamunda. James Earl Jones. Like, I ain't gonna lie. When I see James Earl Jones, I immediately think of my grandpops because they favored each other. Very, similar features.
That's a very good speech too.
I think the Lion King.
And what? Man, listen, I still cry when Mufasa died. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that thug life. But
I'm like, is that Mufasa?
you know what I'm saying? But when I see James Earl Jones with the lion pelt on and the crown chilling with the mad jewels,
Face
like,
on the money.
your face on the money, like that shit make me feel so ill. Like
how
yo,
this shit changed?
like
right?
where did we go from?
Yeah, like
Like,
what happened?
but then look at the
It
times,
was stolen
man.
from us, bro. That's what it really
But-
comes out at the end of the day.
It
It's all
was.
taken from
It
us.
was. But I want you to look and think about this. What's on TV nowadays is popular in the black community?
Love and hip hop.
Reality TV.
Right.
Bullshit.
Gentrification. You know what I'm
Bullshit.
saying? Because when I was coming up, I had
Bullshit.
that shit. I had the Family Matters, which talks
Wayne's
about
World.
Wayne's,
Different
Wayne's
World.
Brothers, The Different World, The Cosby Show.
That was bullshit.
Positive reinforcement
Look,
for the
not for
black
nothing.
community.
I'm not going to say nothing wrong about Bill Cosby because at the end of the day, they was all popping Quaaludes back then. You can quote me on that shit.
No, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
Drugs
And-
was
and but y'all have but again, gentrification is of the mind because now they have you convinced
Yeah.
that he was a
To talk about
a
shows,
rapist and made these
He
women
was acquitted
victims.
on all charges.
Yeah. Yeah, but then that was not blasted on the
See
news.
that on the news.
No, not at all. You know what I'm
But
saying?
to talk about the shows, like my sister's younger than me. You know what I'm saying? So her shows is different from our shows.
Right.
And I'll be walking past her, looking at what she's looking at. I'll be like, this is stupid.
Right.
Completely dumb. Like, there's nothing good about what you're watching right now. Like, it's not funny. It doesn't put you onto nothing. Like, these people are really just making dumb jokes, and it's being recorded.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, people say it before, TV brainwashes people in general.
Television
Loud
program.
shit.
Exactly. It makes you think about like what's going on, like how has it changed? Like what happened to like certain shows? They used to have a meaning behind it. Like every other episode, they'll tell you a meaning through the whole thing. You're going through something. Certain episodes, it'd be like they tell you about relationships. They tell you about you're getting caught up in the situation, how you can get out of that. But now it's just like, I can't even explain because I don't watch too much of it, but it's just nonsense.
It's representing the culture.
it's nonsense.
changing.
Like,
And if you have any positive type
Like,
of influence, it was
Raven, that's so Raven. Have you been
man.
seeing what she's been going through now?
No.
Oh,
Me,
my
Simone,
God.
Raven Simone?
Yes.
What's going on?
She got a new show, bro.
Nah, no, she don't.
Oh my
Back on the
God.
Disney
Still
Channel.
giving her work, huh?
Yeah.
But
Disney
it's
Channel.
like a spin-off of that So Raven. Like she
Yeah.
grew
Bro,
up.
you know she
and
said
then
she
her
wasn't
daughter-
African.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ben said that.
She's,
Ben
yeah.
said that like 2 years ago.
So my,
Why put
And
this
that
woman on
brings it back to
TV?
Dick Gregory,
Right.
and how some of these these figures have to represent the culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they're not. They're scared to represent the culture. That's what Raven Simone rather. She's over here portraying to be what anything
Well, I
other
mean,
than
look at
black.
Ray
Like,
Lewis.
you know what I mean? Well, you know.
We know they
That's
good
so-
out here. They out here sucking his job and
Right. But then look at the young lady coming on Zendaya. That young lady woke as fuck.
Yeah, she is.
You know what I'm saying? The cat, the new little
And I think
Boyega.
the younger generation, they ain't got no pics. They're not scared at all to talk
Right.
about something that's real. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's gonna come along. We coming into
Younger
this
generation
Right.
definitely more
Evolution.
savage too.
Yeah. And Carmelo Anthony. Look.
What about him?
Say what you want about his ball hand, about his abilities and his scoring and his overall game. That man does a lot for our culture as well. You know what I'm saying? And
As far as
as just as far as speaking out about a lot of, like, Colin Kaepernick took a knee, and we appreciate that because that's dope as fuck.
And what did Melo do?
Melo spoke up and literally said, "Yo, we all need to do better." You didn't see his speech at the ESPYs? Or read his tweet? Read his Instagram post? Yo, it's very inspirational. Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
And it's very inspirational. You know what I'm saying?
But to me, he did just as much as LeBron did. Because LeBron tweets about the inequality all the time. LeBron, they all
games.
Right. I mean, they came when Mike Brown got shot. They came all had the hands up, don't shoot T-shirts on at the pregame. Like, it's cool to do all that, but you got money, bro. You can't be doing the same thing Black Lives Matter.
But
you can't be doing, like, that's all it is. They want to look like they down for the culture. But behind closed doors, that pocket's still in their back, that wallet's still in their back pocket. They ain't pull out that card and fight not a goddamn thing.
Then they gonna lose it. Like, honestly,
who cares if they lose endorsements? They're already there. They made it already.
That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas already got $100 million in the bank.
Yeah.
Like,
if I got $100 million and you tell me, oh, I'm gonna cut you off Nike, it's just like, bro, I already got this check. So honestly, like, you're not telling me, you're not scaring me no more because I made the money.
Have you noticed that when you stand up for something like the LGBT community, you're looked at as a pioneer. You're looked at as someone that's went out there and
they're
took a
trying
stand.
to equate their struggle to the struggle of the black man.
Well, exactly. So if you stand up for now you're outcasted. Now you're blackballed.
But it'll never be the same because there's never been. Me personally, I've never seen no LGBT not allowed signs or LGBT only. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all was never segregated.
I ain't gonna lie. You don't see the signs, but they are certainly there.
Chick-fil-A, you couldn't eat at Chick-fil-A. That's it.
I don't know what a Chick-fil-A.
Y'all could have Chick-fil-A. That's the only people. That's the only ones who wasn't serving gay people.
Okay, are they getting shot?
They can still go to any fucking restaurant they want.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'll tell you a story I just read in the paper the other day. There was a gay dude. He was at the Pride March or whatever, and he got set on by a bunch of white dudes.
I'm not trying to say that they don't. I'm not trying to say that they don't catch a wrath, but I'm trying to put it on levels. Like,
they used to have picnics and sit there and hang a nigga right there.
Right.
Exactly.
I never seen them have a picnic and hang a person right
That's
there.
the word picnic means.
That's what I'm saying. So how can you equate the two struggles
It's
when
just not the
we
same.
went through all this and they are going through this?
No, you can't equate them. And the truth of the matter is the sheer fact that they have legislation protecting them way more than black folk does. It's sort of a travesty, but like I always say, but nobody in this fucking world should have to fight for any rights.
It's not even that.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be equal. I don't give a fuck what your color is. I don't care who you wish to have sex with or love. I don't care what God you want to worship. All I want is everybody to love everybody.
That's
you know
why I had the biggest
reality
with the Obama administration because he did more for gay people than he did for black people, and he's a black.
He had to take his victories when he could.
No, I'm not trying to. That's a cop out right there. That's a cop.
You know what?
That's a cop out.
You gotta be 10 toes down.
10 toes the fuck
down. And if you're not
down.
gonna be 10 toes down all the time, don't give me no part-time shit.
Gay people ain't put him in the office.
Don't give me no.
Gay people didn't. His elections were the ones where black people showed out the most.
Yeah.
They had not showed out for any other election but the Obama election. He did not do shit for us. There were still people being gunned down in the street, and he's over here giving gay marriage. Fuck out of here. He's not for us.
Look,
He's
again,
not for us.
Again, for being upset at
I can't either, but again, you have to look at the parlor.
I'm not trying to hear a speech about Mike Brown. I'm not trying to hear a speech about Trayvon Martin.
Again, you have to look at the parlor tricks. And you have to recognize that as the president, you are basically a front office worker. You don't have much power.
You don't have
so you do what you can.
But at the end of the day, don't put up the facade that you for us then. Don't put up the facade
what did you want him
Bro,
to do?
he can personally investigate all those departments that are doing those things. He can personally investigate and fire everybody.
Actually,
yes, he is. He's the head in chief. He can do that. He can assign the attorney general to investigate all those things. Because when that shit went down with Chicago with Laquan, when that shit went down with Laquan McDonald and he got shot 16 times, they investigated that whole department and fired many people behind that shit.
That was on state level.
If the state can do it, you telling me the president can't?
Again,
he has the biggest voice out there.
Again, you have to.
You're giving him a cop out. You're giving him a pass.
No, I'm telling you how politics.
Bro,
I'm telling you how the politics.
Has politics, that's how they go. But there's a step he can take the extra step.
I understand.
But Dan took the extra step. He died for it, but he took the extra step.
Exactly. So would you rather he be a martyr?
I would rather him die for it, because that means he loves me enough to die for me. If he don't love me enough to die
for that?
I will die.
Would you?
Yeah, I will die for this cause. I'm not here pussyfooting around. Yeah. I'm not here to just, one for the culture. Nah, fuck that. I'm here for real.
I said it to y'all. If that shit in Charlotte's happening here, I'm going down.
Dead.
I'm going down.
Put a bullet in there.
I'm not really supposed to be lie for the people.
Now here's the thing, and I have to ask this. What good are you to the culture movement?
You make a point, because
the only point that makes is
Martin Luther King is dead. Malcolm X is dead.
I got a rebuttal for this.
They did this shit.
If I die, cool. But that's why I have y'all to finish the
you think we
legacy
just
that
gonna
we
let him
started.
die?
Yeah.
You think we just gonna be at his funeral crying?
No.
Exactly.
No. But again, what good do you do anybody?
He makes a statement.
I make a statement. It's not about what the individual can do. It's not about what the individual can do. What we pretend is an idea and understanding that you can't kill. Right. So what do you mean? If you ask me, what good am I dead? I might be grit dead, because that means I put my life on the idea that they can't deal.
And then now I can go off what he was saying and keep that going.
And nobody till somebody kills you.
That is a very fatalist look at that.
It is.
But if you don't love it enough to die for it,
and it's also very short-sighted.
It's not short.
It is. It is. They did. I'm gonna tell you what. How many kids you got? How many kids you got?
None.
How many kids you got? So if y'all go off for the culture right now, what happens to your legacy?
Okay.
What happens to yours?
I got a mother, I got a sister, I got a brother, I got my brothers right here. If y'all don't do nothing after my death, then I'm mad at y'all.
Let's turn it down.
But what I mean is, what happens to yours?
No,
my legacy.
All I'm saying is,
You're talking about individual.
and all I'm saying is, look at.
I think you're looking at it a little too small.
No, I'm looking. I'm looking at the bigger picture completely.
I don't think.
And that's why I value your lives more than you do.
Okay, but listen. But if
I do.
So if
I obviously do.
But
Because I want to do everything in my power to keep you alive.
No, but it's not about.
You know what I'm
it's not
saying?
about that. We want to try to get our people united and stuff like that. We're not going to go out like that without a fight, and some people do die for the cause. So if you're not willing to die for the cause, what are you really doing then?
Because you're saying he's like dying won't do anything, but look at how these cop shootings have stirred the black community in a way that we are actually speaking out now.
I don't need a street
These
name.
deaths
I don't
are
need a Shakir Tate Road. I need my people to keep going with what I was going with. And if you're not on that level, then it's just like, how can we really have a strong community if you're just too scared to speak out for yourself? Oh, you're scared that these people could come and take your life away. Yeah, but I just want to let you know that I'm not a bitch about none of this shit I'm talking about.
Right.
What I'm saying is what I'm dying for. If I say, yo, I love my moms, I'm dying for my mom. If I love my community, I'm dying for my community. So, for you to ask me about my kids, oh, you love, I don't not love my life, but I love my life so much that I will put it on the line for my community, because this is what my community needs. They need somebody to come and stand and show 10 toes down. Like, I will do this shit to the end. You know what I'm saying? I'll die 15, 25, 37, but whatever the case is, if my message keeps going, I'm never dying. You know what I'm saying? I'm never dying if my message keeps going. If my message keeps going, I will never be dead.
And that's why I can't give it to Obama.
Yeah.
If he's not ready to die for it, if he's not ready to change shit just so he can make the community better, then he wasn't really for us. And he didn't deserve the votes that he got to get in there.
Yeah.
I would have rather had another white president and he do something for us than have a black president.
It was almost like a color cop-out.
Well, all right. Now here's my follow-up question. What did any other president do for us?
None.
There was no
But
expectation there.
Exactly. We came out.
All right. So our genuine fact is
the system is not for us.
Exactly.
So
and that's my point.
Until we take control, but
the parlor tricks
build our system. These are the type of principles and type of understanding that got to be built with.
And what I'm saying is, your argument is fully valid. But the parlor tricks that they put in place are not for your
Yeah,
use. You know what I'm saying?
But
And I agree with you.
At the end
I
of the
agree
day,
with you.
it's set for life because of the votes that black people put in for him. So
That's what I said.
now he's benefiting from our votes, but didn't do shit for us. So I would have
without
got those
us-
votes back
without
and
us-
put him
But
back where he
let
needs
me
to be.
ask you something. Do you really think the votes mattered, or was he already
Yeah,
hand
probably.
chosen by
I don't know,
the
yeah.
overlords?
Now
of the
you get
you know what I'm saying?
we can't argue conspiracy.
That's not
theory.
conspiracy. That's kind of a fact. We know this to be true.
Yeah.
But-
That's why I said.
But it's not that it's conspiracy. It's the fact that we don't have enough knowledge about what they do behind closed doors. We just know they doing some shit behind closed doors.
And everything classified.
Yeah, like
classified.
And that's why I say the politics
How can I
are
trust you?
presented as parliament.
Yeah, how can I trust you if I don't even know what you're really about?
Which is why the president can't do anything without say-so from these congressional dickwads who can't say anything without the constitutional amendments
But you
of
gotta-
these judicial dickwads.
But you gotta look
You know what I'm
at
saying?
even with them opposing him so much, he still was able to get gay rights fully legalized, no problem, nationwide.
Look, man.
So how much
I ain't gonna lie to you,
congressional
brother.
do-
I've got way too many gay friends for me to be mad at that.
I'm not saying that.
I'm not mad that they gay people.
We're not mad
I want you to
at
love who you love. Do that.
Let's talk about this gay thing. I know that's like a taboo subject. Nobody really wants to
It's
talk
not
about
a-
it. But to be honest with you, what are you really fighting for in terms of if it isn't anything more than respect? Because you can have marriages. I don't care. Why do we present that argument on such a big scale when there's so many other things we need to be worried about? Number one, you want to have sex with a dude? Go ahead. You want to have sex with a girl? Go ahead. If you want to get married, go ahead. Why is that on the pedestal? Why was that headlines on CNN?
Because
If we
easier
get pulled
to-
over, we got a chance of getting killed.
Because
They
easier to
get pulled over,
swallow
they
that than it is for them to swallow blacks having
Power.
their own power. You know what I'm saying? And the truth of the matter is, and again, whatever, I don't give
What's the
fuck.
black code for
Fuck.
this lesson? What's the
The
black code?
black code for this lesson is we'll die for this shit. So
The
fuck
black-
you
the
if
real
you ain't
black
get
code
that.
For this lesson is
But,
we have to unite as people
Right.
and get our job done. Yes, we have to get what is rightfully ours. We can't be scared. We can't be nervous to make a move just because of what the system that is not made for us is there. Like, just because we might have to do something, it might not, like, it's unlawful to the system, but what needs to be done might not really be unlawful. Like, it's just like they do it.
Wasn't this country founded on the unlawful act?
Exactly. But for us to try to get it back, it's like we gotta go. They took it just like that. But for us to get it back, we gotta go through 100 levels.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be like that, because it's like the government. Okay, cool. There's more of us than the government in general. Why are we afraid of them? For what? Because we got guns. I live in Pennsylvania. I can get a gun if I want to. I own a gun. You know what I'm saying? So they got guns. I got guns too. You can get a gun. You know what I'm saying? So what are you really afraid of? What are you really afraid of? Because they could do certain things, and it's like, come on.
The only thing that separates them having their gun and us having our gun
Because the system.
They are legally sanctioned
Yeah,
to shoot you.
They're organized.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
and we're not.
That's not organized.
We need the
That's
unity.
tactical. With
So then I think what we need is
that's what we gotta respect.
we
then I think we need a lot of what I think we need then is a lot of militant training for our people. I think what I think we need to do in for us as Black Code for me in this episode is to tell our people, look, learn everything you can. Knowledge is power. If you want to learn how to grow something, grow it. If you're going to learn how to forge a weapon, forge it. If you're going to learn how to fire, or if you know how to shoot guns really well, teach somebody how to shoot a gun really well. Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? We need to reach our own.
To piggyback off that, we got a trend set. Because that's what people follow, trends.
Trends, indeed.
People follow trends. So if we set a trend and touch these people and touch these people, and they trend set and touch the people that they know and they touch the people that they know, we could come together and we could really take back what's ours.
Right.
One of the things, just the Black Code, there's certain levels where we gotta attack this revolution. You know what I mean? And we probably call it the evolution. But there's different ways. First we attack it, education. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then we attack it by lifestyle in terms of our choices we make, how we eat, how we take care of ourselves. And then we can do the militia, we can do the organization of, and you know, I'm not the one to tell out, you know what I'm saying? Like, we talked about this. I'm not gonna own a gun, you feel me? That's just a personal choice. But I do understand the importance of organization, having a militia, having a defense, something that you can, because my thing is when we have our communities, we need to protect our communities from any outside influence, including law enforcement. But when we do that, we have to be organized to do it. You know what I mean?
And if we establish a political party, we can do that.
Oh, that's the fourth level. That's the fourth level. Yeah, we're gonna say lifestyle, we're gonna say militia, we're gonna have education, and we gotta get in there and do what?
Establish a
political party. You know what I mean? That's one of the Foundation 101 gonna come in big. After all, this is the foundation.
And you know what's funny? And I want to say this and put it out there now, man, because the minute they see that, they gonna come for us.
And that's what I'm ready to die for.
Yeah, but like, that's not even.
That's what I'm ready to die for.
We was waiting for that.
Yeah.
The only reason why we doing this so that they get scared of us.
They should be scared.
Look, in their crib right now.
Look, not for nothing. I saw them pictures of them people in the paper. They scared already.
They nervous. You can tell. Walking down the street, the wife close up, husband hug the wife because y'all nervous. Y'all nervous, and it's one of me.
Son, they said that's the new the uniform of the neo.
I'm sorry, bro.
Why does that not happen to me, man?
I don't know why it hasn't happened
But
to
they're not serious.
They're not scared of me, man.
Because you're too cool.
Yeah, you know what it is? I do walk around like this all the time.
Yeah, you're too cool.
And then quite frankly, I think they're kind of just disturbed by that, so they leave me alone. Maybe that's
Because it's like,
I know when they see me.
it's different.
well, you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you what it is. I learned from my moms, man. I've interacted with all levels of people in my life. You know what I'm saying? I've known some racist dickwads, certainly. But the one thing I've found is that even in them asshats, we always found at least one thing in common. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you are human, so we
You know
don't
what I
find
mean?
things in common.
So,
but it's just
but-
like the ways of life is just different.
Right, and we put labels on everything: conservative, liberal, gay, straight. Like everything's a label. You know what I'm saying? But
Just
the truth
let
of
people live life.
right. You know what I'm saying? If you look, man,
That's it.
like
Life is meant to be lived.
For example, I'll give you a perfect example. And I would be labeled a liberal, right? I don't believe in abortion. It's a very conservative idea, right?
And I would be labeled liberal, but I believe in having your guns.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a very conservative idea. I also believe that you should be able to have your guns. Now, I also
you're just a person who has different beliefs and understanding.
right. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing. We put so much time and energy into putting up lines with each other. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, if you down for the cause and you down for me and you got my back, then I can have yours. True. That's simple. I don't care what walk of life you come from. If you can have my back, I can have yours. You know what I'm saying?
About community.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. We have to unify, but it starts with this because Foundation 101 shows you, and classes are in session, man. Foundation 101 shows you that this is a hive mind that all walks of life, all different areas of expertise and knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And we all may not agree all the time, but at the end of the day,
We have the same vision.
We all want to see our community doing better.
Right.
That's what it comes
That's
down
what
to.
I'm saying.
Get the community together. Everybody get your knowledge up. Don't be afraid to go read. Don't be afraid to go search. And don't be afraid to stand up for what you believe in.
Damn right.
And don't believe everything that you're spoon fed.
Word up.
Because the easy answer is not always the right answer.
And again, sleep in peace to the late great Dick Gregory.
Oh, man.
That's
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
I
man.
appreciate you, sir. And
And I know, you already know. You already know. You already know. You already know.